All right, everybody, we're back. Fresh takes, Russo and Felice. I am Paul Russo. Across from me, as always, man, myth, legend himself, Nick Felice. Nick, how you doing? I know you're bundled up over there. You looked kind of cold, but you're kind of awakening a little bit.
I am still cold. But, Paul, do you know what time it is?
9:19.
It is the witching hour of Tuesday night football.
Fair point.
We are heading into the fourth quarter.
Did kind of forget about that.
Your Washington football team playing on Tuesday night. How's it feel?
It's weird. It's a weird feeling, not going to lie.
We should have got some red zone action tonight. You know, Scott should have got it online.
Apparently, they did try for DirecTV. Siciliano wanted to do it, but I don't know. I guess he got shot down pretty quick.
All right. Okay, but Paul, before the show,
yes,
I was trivia.
We did have, backstory here. We had a quick debate. Well, it wasn't debate. Nick was wondering about
was not a debate.
What the X means in FLX when you abbreviate Finger Lakes, and it devolved into can I name all 11 lakes in the Finger Lakes. I don't think I can get all 11. I think I can probably get somewhere in the 7 to 8 range.
And the game. Dim the lights.
All right.
Here we go.
So we have. Hold on, I'm going to use the boogie board here quick. We're going to do this in only a couple minutes here because we do have obviously our stuff to get to, and this is still a visual medium along with audio here. So we'll go with Canandaigua first.
Ding.
Thank you. I don't know how you properly pronounce it. I've always pronounced it Canisius, but I know I've heard people go other ways with it.
Ding.
Okay.
Not the first two lakes I thought you'd name off, but okay. Those are both right.
Seneca.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding.
Cayuga.
Ding, ding, ding.
Onondaga.
Ding. Onondaga. No.
Wait, they don't count Onondaga?
Onondaga. Not right.
Really?
Nope. There's a couple O's in there, but not Onondaga.
Well, Owasco.
Owasco. That's 5.
Skinny Atlas.
That's 6.
Oneida? I think Oneida's too far out.
Oneida, no.
Yeah. Man, that's going to suck if I only got, 6? But that's
you're
kind of
missing a big one. We had talked about it before the show.
I thought I said Seneca.
You did? You said Cayuga, too.
Oh, Cuca.
Yep, yeah. 7. Okay, you got 7.
Right at where I said I would.
Yeah, the other 4.
Hold on. Is there one that's like Martisco or something?
Nope.
Nah.
There's 2 H's, a C, and an O.
There's 2 H's. Hemlock?
Yep.
Okay.
That's 8. Another H.
Another H, but there's also a C and an O.
A C and an O.
They count Kaz? Do they really count Kaz in there? Cazenovia?
No. This one is tiny. It is probably the tiniest.
But they don't count. Okay, but they don't count on.
It's kind of funny because they do have Cazenovia on the map here.
Yeah,
but they're not counting it.
All right. Well, we've wasted 2 minutes. Atisco? Did I say
yes,
Atisco?
Atisco.
Okay.
Yes, you have 2 more.
I honestly don't know if I know the other 2. It's an H and a C. You said?
Yep, they're pretty close by too.
To us?
No, to each other.
Oh.
They're on the other side of Canandaigua.
Honeoy?
Yup. And one more. Can you get it? It starts with a C. It is the tiniest little lake.
I mean, they're being very generous, but they don't count Onondaga.
It is right next to Hemlock.
Oh, my God.
And in between
with a
Honeoy.
With a C?
With an H.
Or...
Oh, no. C. C. Yes.
So say. I don't know. I'm not going to get this one right. Canaseraga.
Nope. It is Candace Lake.
Yeah, I would. There was a 0%. 10 out of 11. Really probably closer to being 8 out of 11. I'll take it.
You know what? Let's go visit Candace Lake tomorrow.
No. I'm good. I'll save my lake visits.
You know, there's a lot of people that live at that lake. If you're watching the show, thanks for tuning in.
I'll save my lake visits for the summer. All right, yeah. I mean, it may not seem like a lot, but we do have quite a bit to get to. NFL Week 15, which is still going on. Bowl season.
Bowling.
And then we'll discuss Christmas as well, our favorite Christmas stuff. Quick note: we'll be off next week. No pod. Nick needs a vacation, so we're going to give him a vacation. So this is it for 2021 for us here at Fresh Takes.
I recommended the day off. Don't act like he
You
he was
go.
like, are you sure? Are you sure? No, he was quickly. Oh, fine by me.
You
fine
go.
By me.
You go. Because my mom was saying it's like, no, you have to come in. Like,
he did a fist pump behind that phone.
no. But no, this is it for.
But we love the show.
This is it for 2021. So we'll at least the bowl game wise, it will be some of the main ones, not my favorite obscure ones, which Nick will be happy about. And then obviously Christmas stuff. But I don't know. I don't think there's really anything open wise to discuss. We kind of did that with the lakes, which was kind of fun, and I'll take that to the bank any day of the week. So anyway, you got anything to say, Nick?
I will visit every single lake in one day. Someday.
That is asinine.
I will do it. I will take a dip in
the
water. Each lake.
All right. NFL Week 15. Still going on. About as wacky of a week as you can have in the regular season of what was thought to be a normal season. Not that. Let's discuss, obviously, the Bills first. Nice get back on track win going into this week's rematch with the Patriots, pretty much for the division if they want any shot left in it. But Cam Newton, Panthers came into Orchard Park, and they did not get far enough. Bills defense did their job. Josh Allen did his job. Shout out to Singletary. Appeared to be the main guy, and maybe that's a change of pace for the Bills. I mean, hopefully they kind of ride with that out a little
What's
bit.
the over-under on Patriot passes this weekend?
I'm definitely going to go over 3.5 if you're trapping me into something like that. But yeah, I mean, not bad. And then obviously the delayed games going on. Obviously Seahawks, Rams, and Washington, Philly kind of wrapping up as we speak. Both are now into the fourth quarter. And then obviously we had 2 Monday night games, Las Vegas and Cleveland, rather.
And a Saturday game.
Was the game there. The Saturday was already scheduled that way. But we have Saturday games coming up in the Christmas window next week. So, and then, hey, shout out to the Lions. Again, playing tough all year. Might be the best 2-win team ever in NFL history at this point. But Dan Campbell and the boys there, just a nice big win over Arizona. With that, pretty much locked the Cowboys into the playoffs. Just such a weird scenario there. And obviously we've been kind of pounding the drum here the past pretty much 3 weeks about this. I mean, the playoff picture really didn't get any clearer in terms of actual seeds or anything like that over the weekend. So we're not going to go near it this week. I'm not going to bother with it.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Is Dan Campbell, 2-win Dan Campbell, the second best coach in his division?
Probably. He might be the best. Well, no, I can't say that. Matt LaFleur has actually done like historic things from a coaching standpoint.
The other two are definitely losing their jobs.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nagy for sure. Zimmer is the interesting one. I would imagine he does, but there have been so little rumblings out of Minnesota that I don't know what's going on. If they make the playoffs, he's probably coming back. I know people won't like that. I mean, like Jim Spina, for instance, he's a Vikings fan. I mean, if he makes the playoffs, his buyout money at that point becomes ridiculous to get him out the door. Obviously, at that point, it goes back to billionaires being billionaire. But I don't know. Like I said this a couple weeks ago when we were kind of discussing some of the stuff going on in Buffalo. With do you move on from a guy like Dable at coordinator? And again, I go back to this. Really, the only coach we know for sure that is on the hot seat going forward, and it's only because we're all, I think, surprised he still has a job, is Matt Nagy with Chicago. That being said, there are jobs that I think will be available. I think really Minnesota, Jacksonville, obviously. That's a different scenario, obviously with Urban Meyer and that saga. So you have two windows there. You might have one in Carolina I don't know.
Ooh.
Well, I think if Matt Rule was going to take a college job, he would have already. That being said, you still have a couple that usually end up available at the end of bowl season. I don't know how good those would be. I think I'll put it to you this way: 90% back in Carolina.
Joe Judge gone.
But there's insurance.
I think there's a chance if Gettleman goes.
Well, the issue is Gettleman is going. I think that's about the worst kept secret that he's, not, or that he won't be there next year. I think it depends who they get. I don't think Joe Judge is a bad head coach, especially this year. He has been dealt a very rough hand at this point. I mean, Look, I feel bad for Giants fans like you, Nick. You are going to be stuck with Glennon and Fromm for the next 3 weeks. In a scenario where you still have a outside shot, albeit miracle-esque, to make the playoffs, but I mean the shot's still there. Yeah, I think that one depends more who they get. I'm not going to put them on the list just yet. Seattle. I mean, I think that job should be open. I we'll end up having that discussion eventually here, probably sometime over the weekend with me and Matt. For those who obviously don't know, Matt Felice, Nick's brother, who's been on the show before, Seahawk fan. I know he's leaning more on trying to keep status quo, but they haven't done a ton the past handful of years now at this point, and. Look, Russ is probably going somewhere at the end of this year. I don't know if it's gonna be, Denver or one of the LA teams. Well, really, it'd be neither of the LA teams. I don't know if it will be Vegas. I don't know if it'd be New Orleans. I'd lean Denver, which is another job that I think could possibly be open with Fangio. Obviously, the Raiders' job will be open. Really, at that point, that might be it. I don't know if Arizona's going to have the opening. I think, again, if Kingsbury's going to take a college job, he would have taken that Oklahoma job off the bat. But I think that will be open. And that will probably pretty much be it. I'm intrigued. I don't want to cause speculation. I'm intrigued to see what the Saints do this offseason. I really am.
How many more two-point conversions until John Harbaugh is on the hot seat?
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I know I said it on Twitter. It was kind of half joking, but really, I mean, that's two very big blunders he's had now in the past 2 of the 3 weeks.
Did they throw to Mark Andrews in the second one again? Who was the second one, though?
I can't remember. But I mean, it will be an interesting scenario. Dan Campbell probably should have had that Dolphins head coaching job a couple years ago. But they opted to go Gase, and it is what it is. Not Gase, Flores. My bad. It was post Gase. So yeah, I mean,
is he staring at you right now?
Yes, somewhere. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna have at minimum probably a handful of ish jobs going. But I don't know really from where. I mean, like I said, the only smoke, that's because there is fire with Chicago. So it'll be interesting to see how those dominoes fall once we get to Black Monday here in 4 weeks now. So It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the most interesting week of the season. I do enjoy. I know with TV and all that stuff, it's kind of hard, to find time slot. I still think NFL Network could have taken one of these games, but Fox does own the rights. But I do enjoy that 5 o'clock. Some people were calling it the rush hour game on Monday. That was pretty cool. I do enjoy that. I think more football in the middle of the week I think is cool, but obviously that's not a normal thing. But I do enjoy the Saturday games. I'm going to enjoy them on Christmas this year. We got Thursday night football. We got Saturday. We got Sunday. We got Monday. Heck, let's get that Wednesday back. I'm excited. But to take away from this week, the Colts are good. They impressed me on Saturday, beating the Patriots. They're good. I am intrigued to see how the Bills, they finally ended that 2-game skid, but now they got to play the Patriots again, and the Patriots didn't even throw the ball, and they still beat them at home. So it's going to be tough for them to go into Foxborough and win. So that's going to be intriguing. This playoff race is obviously always intriguing. I love when they put it up, the playoff scenarios, and they put up the teams that are in the hunt, and you always got those teams that are like 6-10 or whatever they are.
Nick, get that mic a little bit closer to you, bud.
Or are they with 4-10? Yeah, I like when they put those teams in the hunt that are like barely in it, but but they're still alive. So I'm always a fan of that. But what's it? Week 16 coming up.
Yep.
And it's one more week this year, and we're going into January now. Regular season, pretty much in the middle of January now. So, Christmas around the corner, New Year's. Right now, I still think it's Packers Patriots. No, I take that back. Packers Chiefs.
You've been bouncing around on that for weeks now.
Yeah, It's the only thing taking me away from the Chiefs is the rookie quarterback, but there's just something telling me I think the Patriots are going. I'm going to go Packers Patriots. I'm going to change it again.
You're just going with it at this point.
But the Chiefs, if they make it, it's not surprising. Really, other than that, I don't think Tampa Bay's making it this year. I really don't. Especially this lost Chris Godwin. I know they got like 100 receivers on that team. But I think it's the Packers here. And I think it's the Patriots here. I still think it's Packers Patriots. And I think Bill Belichick's going to win another one. And it's going to be all you hear about. Even if it was Buccaneers Patriots, that would be so hyped up. Packers Patriots will be just as hyped up. And at least I'll watch that one. If it's Bills Cowboys, I'm not watching. I've said it before. I'm going to keep going with it. If it's Bills Cowboys, I'm not watching.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's get to our picks then and predictions for.
Are we predicting tonight's game?
For week 16. Thursday night, 49ers are in Tennessee to take on the Titans.
I'm going Titans.
Okay. I think I might get your why right off the bat here by going 49ers.
Don't you know how the whys work? I can't say my answer. It's got to be after your answer, so I'm saving it.
All right, fair enough. So we're split there. Browns at Packers, Christmas Day at 4:30. Christmas football.
At 4:30, Browns at Packers. Is Mullins still the quarterback?
I'm guessing they're hoping to have Baker back at that point, or Case Keenum.
Going Packers at Lambeau.
Yeah, this is Packers all day. Plus, I think you'll see a theme. I'm not picking anybody who had a delayed game this week. So, something to keep an eye on as we get to some of these games. Also Saturday, this one 8:15 kickoff, Colts at the Cardinals.
Colts at the Cardinals. I like the Colts, man. They're playing well. Great offensive line. I'm going Colts.
Yeah, I'm going Cards here. Bounce back win. They need it. Yeah, I see over there wanting to. But
they ain't going to get it.
Yeah, this is an interesting game. I think you're going to see Kyler and Cliff come out in a bit of a more FU type game, borderline. Should have a couple other guys back healthy at that point. They weren't majorly hit by this COVID streak going on in the NFL. These were more general injuries. So I'm going Cards. Sunday, first game, Lions at the Falcons.
Going Lions.
Same.
I'm riding
I'm going Detroit as well. I'm taking the momentum.
It's tough on the road, but it's Atlanta.
All right. Jaguars at the Jets. God, I don't know. I'm going Jets.
I'm going Jets as well.
You're hoping I would take the Jags.
Yeah, I'm going Jets as well.
Yeah.
They're at home.
I don't know what to make
Even
of this
without
game.
Urban Meyer, the team's still terrible.
If you're betting it, screw it. Just put it in a hat, and whatever one you draw, you have probably a good chance of being right.
Where's Fireman Ed?
Oh Christ, is he still with us? I don't want to recklessly kill Fireman Ed.
I don't know.
Rams Rams at the Vikings at 1 o'clock.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, Vikings.
Why, Paul?
I'm not taking
why.
one of the delayed teams. Rams have been fishy the past 2 months, and I believe they are currently still trailing. Oh no, they're up by a touchdown on the Seahawks. But I don't trust the Rams. So
Delayed. The Vikings can have a 30-second head start. They ain't winning this game. The Rams will go into Minnesota.
I failed to realize there is a game coming up that goes against my grain of thought.
Matthew Stafford's beaten Minnesota before. I would hope. Mm-hmm. After all those years, I'd hope he'd win once in Minnesota. He can do it again.
All right. 1 o'clock, Giants at the Eagles.
Ooh, so you are going against the Jake Fromm Giants.
I'm going with the G-Men.
Ooh. So that's not it.
Mm-mm. You'll see the game.
Well, I'm going Eagles.
You'll see the game coming up here. We're about 5 picks away.
I'm going Eagles. We need to get a better pick. So,
Bills at the Patriots. I'm going Josh Allen revenge game. I'm taking the Bills.
Taking the Patriots. They're going to throw less than 3 passes and they'll win this game.
No.
They are
Patriots might be down their top 2 receivers, by the way.
They'll throw more passes, but they'll still win the game.
Chargers at the Texans.
Chargers
as well, yeah.
We don't need to talk about that.
Ravens at the Bungles.
The Bungles. You haven't used that in a while.
Yeah, they're heading back to Bungle territory. Excuse me.
Well, if this game comes down to the Ravens need a 2-point conversion to win the game, I'm going to go Bengals. But not knowing that,
yeah, I'm
still going Bengals.
I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Bengals.
Going Ravens. The Bengals I don't know what to make of them. I just can't get a good beat.
I mean, Reds Orioles, always a good rivalry.
It's a classic one actually from yesteryear. Anyway, last of the 1 o'clock window. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Talk about a game where you're going to see some revenge streak and not because of anything the Panthers did.
That was crazy that he had not been shut out.
I'm going Tampa Bay here.
That was crazy that Brady had not been shut out in 200-something games.
Yeah.
But I'm going Brady here.
I
think
you
gets
got
on the
to.
scoreboard.
I think you got to. Here's the game, Nick. First of the 4 o'clock late window, 4:05 kick. Bears at the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks as well.
I figured that was coming.
Other than that, that's actually the only early 4 o'clock window. There's only 2 other 4 o'clock window games, both at 4:25. Steelers at the Chiefs.
So they'll have a red zone for those 2 games, but not tonight.
3 games, but yeah.
Oh, there's 3. That must be the cutoff. You said who? Redskins?
Steelers and Chiefs.
Steelers at the Chiefs.
We haven't gotten to the other one yet.
Steelers at the Chiefs. I am going Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Gets
I'm
a
on Chiefs.
Big win on the road.
I'm going with your Super Bowl pick, Kansas City Chiefs.
Patriots is my pick.
Broncos at the Raiders, 4:25.
Broncos at the Raiders in Vegas.
Yep.
There is a Vegas hockey game tonight.
There is against my Tampa Bay
Could be
Lightning.
the last hockey game ever.
No, but okay.
I'm going Vegas here.
I'm going to go Broncos.
Why? I'll do another why for it.
The Raiders played yesterday, short window, short turnaround, when they weren't planning on it. And it's the Raiders.
Sure.
Sunday night football, Washington at Dallas.
Why? Is that on Sunday Night Football?
Dallas.
Come on, Paul.
Dallas. I'm taking Dallas.
Say it with chest. It's because of Washington.
I'm taking Dallas here.
Taking Washington. I am sick of Dallas.
You are
I am sick of Dallas by this point in the season.
Well, you're wondering about why a game is where. So Monday Night Football is a real treat for you. Dolphins at the Saints.
Well, that's a good one. And you got the undefeated team. They're coming out with a Saints movie here soon.
Why?
I'm
talking about why you're saying it's going to be a good game. Why?
Because it will. It'll be 16-17 going in the 4th. And I got the Dolphins on the road.
Same. I'm going Dolphins as well.
Going to be a nail biter.
Go Fish.
How many of those games are going to push to Tuesday?
I mean, you never know. I mean, you really don't.
You're starting to be, if it does, it's not shocking.
Yeah. All right, Bowl Mania. Nick's not as excited as me, but that's okay.
I am excited. I like the bowl.
Fun games so far. Other games, not so much.
Oh, I see you did there.
Tonight.
Bowl season
rolls
on.
Yes. So we'll break down the upcoming games. We'll break down the major ones and a couple other ones because
what happened to Jackson State?
Yeah, I know, that was surprising. Coming off the high of getting the top prospect and recruit in the country. To switch over.
They start off good.
Yeah. All right, we'll start off. Nick, this if you want to cut in at any point here, you can say whatever.
I do like Myrtle Beach. I'll just say that.
Yeah, then the Tex whatever bowl. The Hawaii Bowl, Christmas Eve, holiday favorite of mine.
I like it too.
Memphis at Hawaii, 6-6 Memphis, 6-7 Hawaii. I'm going Hawaii here. Always tough for me to go against somebody that's not on the island, but this is an interesting game. I think it's actually going to be probably an ugly scene of sort. I can't really say that about many other bowl games so far in like the grand scheme of it, but I can't imagine this game is going to be a pleasure to watch as Santa brings the gifts to all the boys and girls on the East Coast while this game wraps up. And you don't probably have anything on that game.
Yeah. What time does Santa come?
Sometime after midnight.
I've stayed up past midnight.
Okay, fair enough. Move on to let's go to the Holiday Bowl because that actually is an interesting game I do want to discuss. Holiday Bowl Tuesday the 28th, a week from now. UCLA and NC State. 8-4 UCLA, not ranked. 18th ranked NC State at 9-3. I'm going NC State here, but this is going to be an interesting game. I'm not too sure where the line is at the moment. I know at least out here at Lago and DraftKings, the book has kind of pulled the reins back in on most of the games and not have gone too far out because of players dropping out and COVID issues. So I'm intrigued to see where this line actually ends up. If this thing ends up with UCLA getting even like a touchdown flat, I would be really intrigued to take UCLA getting the 7. But that being said, I think less than that. I think you got to go NC State to play the safe route. Over in this might actually be a decent play. Kind of depends where everything is. But outright, I'm going the Wolfpack in that. Skip on down here. We'll hit 3 consecutive bowls in a row because, actually it might be 4. Nah, we'll just do 3. Pinstripe Bowl, obligatory because of New York. Pinstripe Bowl, Maryland and Virginia Tech. This is actually an old school rivalry that people I think kind of forget about from the Big East, old Big East days, crossing over into the ACC with Maryland when Tech was there. Both once Maryland was an interesting team in the 80s. They were actually kind of decent, kind of where it stems from. Tech has always been obviously a solid program, featuring with the Beamers and formerly the Fuentes, and now I don't know who their head coach is going to be next year. I can't remember. But that being said, 2 6-6 teams. Going to go Tech here. Kind of, I think, more of a homer conference pick than anything else here. I don't think neither of these two teams have been fun to watch all year, in essence. Have had moments of flashes. They're two programs at a very interesting crossroads kind of moving forward. But I'm going Hokies here, but not a big fan of the game in that sense overall.
You wish Syracuse was in this game.
I wish Syracuse was in any game, really. It could be the Quick Lane Bowl. It could be the Gasparilla Bowl. I could really care less. I just wish Cuse was in a bowl game.
Yeah. I'm going to go Maryland here. I think Scott Van Pelt, our good friends, SVP, is going to be
big friend of the pod.
Is going to be on, watching that game. So, big Maryland guy. Going the Terps.
All right, I'm skipping the one bowl just so I can move on to the what I think will be a semi-fun bowl in the Alamo Bowl. Oregon, Oklahoma, 10-3, 10-2, both pretty much back-to-back in the rankings at 14 and 16 respectively. Oregon not getting a ton of love, and I think it's justifiable. You good?
Yawn.
It looks like you were trapped between a yawn and a niche. But I'm going Oklahoma here. I just think they're the better team overall. I'm
going Oklahoma. I saw Oregon twice in a 3-week span. Get crushed by Utah. They're not good.
Obligatory discussion on the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Ooh.
Live from Charlotte, North
Duke's
Carolina. No, it's UNC in South Carolina. UNC versus USC. Not a ton of people are picking where I'm picking this game. I am taking the Cox. They've been hot the second half of the year, man. They're a tough team.
Who's the Cox?
South Carolina, the Gamecocks. The Cox.
Oh, I thought you said it was UNC USC.
Yeah, UNC USC, University of South Carolina, the real USC.
That's another argument right there.
I loved how you just breezed over that at first. Anyway,
I thought it was the real USC.
Anyway, I'm going South Carolina here. UNC's defense has been. I mean, they've been more suspect than freaking Ted Bundy at a murder scene. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Plus, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Whoever the coach wins gets showered in mayo. Delicious, delicious Duke's mayo. Where do you stand on the mayo front?
I like it on my burger.
Okay.
I don't eat straight up mayo.
I don't know anybody who really does, but
I don't dip anything. Like, I don't dip French fries in mayo.
Okay.
But North Carolina, South Carolina, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, a little border.
They were both in the NCAA Final Four that long ago.
Well, this is a weird. It's not a rivalry, but is a rivalry game of sorts. But there's no I don't think there's any trophy at stake.
I'm going the Cox as well.
Yeah, boy, good pick. Go Cox. God, I wanted to discuss the only thing I'll mention about the Peach Bowl, which is Pitt and Michigan State. With Kenny Pickett out and Kenny Walker out, this takes away the two biggest shows on the turf with that game. That being said, I picked Pitt outright at the start of this, but without, Pickett, I Michigan State, I think.
Yes, without Kenny Pickett,
yeah,
it's Michigan State by a landslide.
All right, playoff games. Touch on those, obviously, since we won't be here for next week.
Where's the love? Where's my Notre Dame pick?
They're not on the list yet.
I thought we're going calendar yet.
They're not on the list yet.
We're going
Cincinnati at Alabama in the Cotton Bowl. I'm going Bama here. Keep an eye on this is another game. Keep an eye on the spread. This one they do have it offered. It's at 13.5 still, to my knowledge. That thing gets 14 or above 14. You take Cincinnati.
What's the score? What do you think the final score of this one be?
Probably somewhere, I think, in the 38, maybe 17-ish range.
I'm going 52-14 Alabama.
Eesh. I don't know.
52-14.
But then, obviously, in the Orange Bowl, Georgia, Michigan. Georgia's favored in this game by over a touchdown. I think Michigan's going to win outright. I think Michigan is the best value play in terms of betting you could do in bowl season and in the playoff. They're like plus 700 to win the championship. I think they present a real legitimate threat to Alabama should they get there. I really love Michigan outright. I think this is a great underdog play.
Not so fast.
Okay.
Michigan's got that great defensive player.
Yes.
They got a lot of talent on that team. But you ain't playing Wisconsin this week. You ain't playing Purdue. You ain't playing Iowa. You're playing the SEC. It's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
But who's it? Georgia's going to win this game.
Right.
And then they're going to lose Alabama in the championship again.
Okay. Well, we'll be around for the championship game anyway. All right. Your Fiesta Bowl, Nick. Oklahoma State, Notre Dame. Notre Dame does not have any of their main guys sitting the game out. I'm not too sure about Oklahoma State, but I don't think it would matter. I'm taking the Fighting Irish in this.
Marcus Freeman, 1-0.
And then we'll do the two other New Year's Six de facto bowls for you. Rose Bowl, Baylor, Old Miss. I'm on the fence about this game. I really want to see Old Miss win. I don't think they have it in the long run. I'm going Baylor. And then in the that's the Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl, Utah, and Ohio State. I'm taking I'm taking Utah. I'm going to ride the momentum. That defense has been stellar, obviously, the past month. And look, Ohio State has not done well against really good defensive teams all year. They just haven't. Michigan State, obviously, Michigan, and Oregon's defense at the start of the year caused obviously Ohio State fits when they lost. So I'm going Utah and Baylor in
the granddaddy of them all.
Yep.
I'm going Ole Miss and I'm going Utah.
All right. How about that?
Hammer. Alabama minus 13.5.
All right.
Hammer it.
Okay. All right. Whoa. Time to discuss Christmas. It's your favorite holiday. Not so much mine, but
it's not my favorite holiday. Who told you that?
You. You said you love getting gifts.
I didn't.
And you love not giving them.
Whoa.
Anyway, Christmas. Look, frankly, we're going to announce what movie we're seeing on Christmas Day night, as we always do. It's tremendous. It will be my first time back in the theater in 2 years, pretty much. I'm looking forward to that. But what are some things you look for? I mean, I know we kind of discussed everything a little bit anyway, but things can change, Nick. So what's something you look forward to and have fun with the most? During the Christmas holiday season, through Christmas Eve, through Christmas Day, even.
My favorite thing is I do enjoy our movie that we like to watch. At the movie theater. That's it's a good tradition for us as a friend group. I like Christmas Eve. I think that's always a good day. It's mostly you're with your family, and literally everyone in America is. I mean, there are people that work on Christmas Eve and work on Christmas Day, but I feel like if I was in charge, I would give everyone the day off. I don't care about gas stations. I don't care about Walmarts. Everybody should be home, but obviously that's a lot easier said than done. But it's always a good time, and I like Christmas because it's one of the few days I get up early and I don't complain about it. And it's always people look at Christmas. That's the time you spend with your family, and then New Year's Eve, the next week, is when you spend your time with your friends. But it's always a good time of the year. It's not hard of winter. I was pretty excited last week. We had some good weather. I remember one year recently, I'm going to go like 2016, 2017. Mm-hmm. Someone looked this, fact checked me. It was like 60 degrees on Christmas Eve a few years ago. So, maybe we'll get that again. It doesn't look like it, but actually I haven't checked. But I'm not an eggnog guy. Never been. I've never had eggnog, so I really can't say it. But it's a good time. I like to give gifts more than get gifts. That's what Paul said, but I truly do.
I'm just saying allegedly.
I am a terrible rapper. I am the worst rapper you ever see. But
I don't know about that. I will send you. I need to rap. I'm wrapping gifts tonight, because it will just be the ultimate. I just have enough of a window tonight before Andrew's spending a couple nights at our house coming up here when he gets back up tomorrow. And plus, I'll just be able to be in the basement by myself and. My wrapping is known to have the inside of the wrapping paper be shown in multiple spots. I'm not. I will rival you.
Yeah, it would be good. I am the king though of say it's I'm just gonna use an example like a ring. Mm-hmm. I will put a ring in a giant box.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yes, they think they got a new washer machine. Turns out it's a ring bop.
Not a ring.
Yeah, Paul, I don't got money like that.
You don't have a woman like that.
No, but no, I do like to dig people out. It's always. I think I'm a good. I don't need no list. Mm-hmm. I think that's what makes me good. I don't need no list. Don't give me a list. I'll get you something good.
Is all your shopping done?
Absolutely not. I haven't started.
Oh my god!
I am starting on Thursday. I am the king of last minute.
You got to be kidding me.
Nope, haven't started. Going to the mall on Thursday. I have vacation coming up, so I'm going to the mall on Thursday, and I'll start then.
So I'm gonna shout out Will Don here in the chat, chiming in with Virginia Tech.
Okay,
So
well done.
go Hoks.
Is that all he said?
No, he just said he said Vark Tech, and I know what he means, but or she. I don't know.
Yeah, Vark. Yeah, good. Paul, what do you like about Christmas?
I love being around my family and friends. Nah, I mean I do. Look, Christmas has been weird for me for a while now. Just I've become numb to it. I think just I'm one of the people that the over commercialization of it, I think just kind of hit me to the point where I just get over it sooner. Or it takes me longer to get into the spirit. Like, I think I listened to my first Christmas music really today, like willingly.
Hippo song? The Hippo song?
Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Stop. But Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC, and then Christmas in Hollywood by Hollywood Undead. So yeah.
I will say one other thing.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the NBA on Christmas. I hope all the games don't get canceled.
Yeah, they're doing a really weird thing this year. I don't know if you saw how they're kind of like leaving it open to like the day before which games start when. I'm not too sure if I'm a big fan of that. Not too sure if I were a player I'd be a big fan of that.
And I'm glad to see the Knicks back on at noon.
No, they might not be at noon.
I did not hear this.
Yeah, like they could be playing at like 8:30
in the morning.
No, at night.
Okay.
Like they're leaving the schedule to be flexed like up till like midnight on Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably announce it after the Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah. Everything revolves around Hawaii. Anyway, but yeah, I just kind of started listening to the Christmas stuff. That and the last of like the gifts that I ordered or finally got here yesterday. So
that's good.
So part of that also got turned around and is heading to Ohio as we speak.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it. Look, I like Christmas. I like being around my friends and family this time of year. Yeah, I mean it's just overall. I don't know if I'm so much desensitized or what. It is what it is. I mean I don't know. I like it. Yeah. I'm excited. I mean, we've moved away in the Russo house, and I'm not a big steak guy. Full disclosure, like I'm not. I think that's something we've discussed on here a little bit. But Christmas Day we have prime rib now. That's pretty lit.
We're a lasagna family.
We do have lasagna as well. Usually I know the past couple of years I don't think we have with like the prime rib, but usually you get the prime rib going. Nice little potato action. Switch it up every year. I think scalloped potatoes are on the menu for this year. I'm a big scalloped potato guy. Christmas morning, the breakfast. I'm a big breakfast guy overall. But we get the orange rolls going, which you know about orange rolls, right? Cinnamon rolls, but orange. Fire,
bro.
So good. A little bacon, a little egg, a little hash brown.
Candy action.
No, I mean, yeah, but not really. I like the M&Ms. Obviously Reese. So like Reese's trees. Anything Reese, I'm a big fan of it. So we got those, and maybe we'll get some red and green M&Ms, but certainly not like I'd say maybe like Easter or Halloween in that sense, But yeah, and then I mean we don't get super gifty anymore for the most part. I mean, and that's fine by me. I think we're doing more. I don't know. I wouldn't say maybe if experience is the right word, but like I mean, like me and Pat, we already got like one of our Christmas gifts. Like we're going to see the Heat and Nets in Brooklyn at the beginning of March. That type of deal. I'm not. I can't say what I'm giving any of my family members, obviously, because they do listen. They're one of like the people that I do who know they listen.
Here's the thing.
So.
Will you? I'm not. I'll say. Have your family done it? And would you, if we ever had a future family, your own family, would you let your kids open up a present on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I mean, we've done that before when we were younger, and I think that I don't have a problem with that.
My family used to do it.
We used to get like
it was the same present every time.
We used to get. Yeah, I was about to say we used to actually get pajamas like during the day. Like we'd go outside and play, and then like Santa's always would bring the pajamas and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, no, our parent, my mom and dad would usually let me and Pat open up a gift on Christmas Eve, whether it was from Santa or them or another family member or something like that. We were allowed to open up like one, I think it was.
Nice.
So, all right, Nick, what movie? I'll let you do the honors. What movie are we seeing on Christmas Day?
We are seeing Spider-Man: No Way From Home.
Far from
home.
Far.
The
from
third
home.
one.
Yeah.
The third one.
No Way Home. I don't know.
The third one of the third series.
I mean, we're deep in the Spideyverse at this point.
Yeah. So here's the problem. I have to do some watching this week.
Okay.
Because I've never seen the Tobey Maguire or
this one's No Way Home because Far From Home was the last one. Yeah.
Well, supposedly it's one of the best movies of all time, and I've seen the two Spider-Man ones, the new ones, but I've never seen. And supposedly, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man will be in this movie. And yes, we are watching this. Where?
I don't know. Do we know if we're doing Geneva or Auburn?
We're big Geneva Movieplex.
Or Syracuse at that point. I don't know.
Big Geneva Movieplex people.
Yeah. Auburn does have a nice one. We haven't been there in a while.
The Finger Lakes Mall.
That's actually one I've never been in before. The old one there, yeah. I don't know if I'd want to go into this point, to be quite frank.
Yeah. Geneva Movieplex is nice. It's close.
Yeah.
And, probably good to go there, but... Yeah, I'm excited, Paul.
Yeah, they've been playing Far From Home a lot in like the TBS cycle and lately, and I think FX too. So, but yeah, I mean, I lean more on the Tobey Maguire movies era because just from meme standpoint, it's tremendous. But I'm looking forward to it. Marvel's kind of brought me back in over the course of the past couple movies again after I kind of got deterred away from them for a little bit. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I don't want to go down like too far of a tangent with this because honestly, we could probably do a whole episode in and of itself on just the Marvel universe and in this sense. I'm intrigued to kind of see how they use Spider-Man at this point. I know Tom Holland is kind of over it, and I can't blame him. I think they're trying to, like I said, this could be a whole thing. I think they're trying to use him as a vessel now that they were using Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. as there for the past decade, pretty much. And I think that kind of drained on Downey, and I think Holland's getting drained, and he doesn't want to be drained going forward. I mean, he's younger than us. He's 25. Well, he's kind of pretty much our age, but yeah. But I mean, hey, this is a guy that he has clear goals of what he wants to do in life. He wants a family. Him and Zendaya want to go ahead and do adult things. And look, I don't think either of them kind of meme just completely run away from the comic books, but I mean, I don't think that they want to be defined or burned out by this one project at this point. Yeah. So I'm intrigued. I've seen good reviews. I've seen a couple interesting ones that I'm interested to see if these I don't know if I would say problems or genuine criticisms are true of it. Because like I said, I'm intrigued to see kind of how they do use Spider-Man and Tom Holland in this movie. Because look, it is, as much as it is a multi-focused movie in this sense, I think it's very singular though. This is about his more or less journey at this point. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm intrigued. I was intrigued. Marvel's kind of, I wouldn't say they're at a crossroads, but after Endgame, they were certainly at a crossroads. Obviously, just because you're moving away from the Chris Evans era of Captain America. You're moving away from the Robert Downey Jr. era of Iron Man. You're moving away from a little bit of that older guard And it's not like they were old guard. I mean, they were all within the past kind of decade or so of Marvel movies. But it took a while to kind of get that engine really going there. Because, I mean, look, they messed up. They didn't mess up the Deadpool series itself, but they messed up the introduction of Deadpool. And I think a lot of, like, some of the side character stuff has left a bad taste in the mouth of some people, and justifiably so. So I'm intrigued to kind of see what happens to a degree, because, like I said, I mean, they're at a crossroads. I mean, now after this, you know, I can't remember exactly what's next, but I think the next main, like, big movie everybody's looking forward to out of the Marvel universe after this is going to be Guardians 3. Guardians 3 / Deadpool 3, whichever one kind of comes first at that point. Because they're kind of joining up, and I'm intrigued to see how that dynamic works. Like, I'm intrigued. I'm a big Deadpool guy and Guardians guy, so I'm intrigued to see just how that dynamic kind of works. But I don't know how well the general enjoyer will see how that works. It's definitely an interesting crossroads. That I don't think it's necessarily a bad crossroads, but certainly define the next era of Marvel movie and kind of see how it goes. It might define the whole genre, to be honest. Yep. So.
I got like 5 Spider-Man movies watched by then, but
I would say for your sake, don't even. I just would watch the Tom Holland ones. Don't get yourself.
I've already seen the Tom Holland ones.
Well, what I'm saying is, don't get yourself wrapped up in, 2003.
It's too late.
All right, do whatever you want to do. I tried helping you, but what do I know? All right. Hopefully, everybody out there, you have a fantastic Christmas and holiday season here. Like I said, no show next week. We'll see you in 2022. Hopefully, like I said, safe, enjoyable, no matter who you're spending it with. Make it a fun one. Make it a good one. If there's anything the past 2 years has taught us. Jesus, just have fun but survive. Nick, who are you shouting out this week?
I'm shouting out my mom and my dad.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Felice.
Thank you for another great year of raising me. And, 2022, here we come. This will be my 27th year, and I'm excited.
Going around the sun.
Everyone have a great holiday. And, have a great new year. I'll see you next year. Shout out Mom and Dad.
All right, everybody, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Help us, help FL1. We will be back in 2022. Have fun, stay safe, enjoy the holiday season. We'll see you next year.